All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. This is the VIP stream for August the 9th, 2021. And yeah, we have a lot of things to go over, y'all. We have a lot of things to go over. We are currently printing a red dot on the hour, on the hourly. I'm hoping we can come down to the weekly. I actually have a limit order set at 45,250. I've already got my stop loss at entry. Scooped a little profit out of here, but we will see what happens, guys. We will see what happens. I'm hoping we come down a little bit more. While we're waiting for some people to get in here, let me turn on the Chisnarts. Yeah, so this was a nice opportunity here. I got in right before that, right before this 3-minute candle. So I got in somewhere here. Looks like, guys, we can come down more. Does it not? Does it not? Let's take a look at Market Cipher B on the 3-minute. Momentum's coming down. Money flow's coming down. On the 1 hour, we do have the bearish divergences forming. On the 4 hour, we also have the bearish divergences forming. The only thing that gives me some concern, guys, is the fact that, this weekly level here, we wicked up above it before the drop down here, and, this could just be a bounce off support, right? This could be a bounce off support. We look at the 24-minute. Looks like we could come down more, but this could be a bounce off support. So just something to keep in mind, guys. I wouldn't risk the farm on this, literally. Let's see, do we have people in here? Yeah, what's going on? Fire77. What's up, Scoobs? What's up, Tom Bots? Stephen John. Why not Tony? Lewis Farmer. A fellow farmer out there. J-Boy Bullish. Phil1290. Shout out to you. Luis Rivera. Good to see you back, man. An OG for sure. Fire77, first VIP stream. Thanks for being here. Okay, a lot of people, it's their first time here. What's up, Shaman? 8. Race fan. What's going on, y'all? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. Sloth Poop. What's going on, Sloth Poop? Okay, guys, it's 10:02. So let's get into this right here. All right, let me just set my stop loss to make sure I'm not going to lose anything. One of two things is going to happen, guys, of course, right? So we're either going to, what could potentially happen here is, we do see money flow coming down a little bit here. But what could potentially happen is, because we have so much upward momentum, even though we're printing the bearish divergences, which are coming in pretty intensely, right? Even though money flow is coming up, we can see momentum ramping down. And, in a lot of ways, this short is kind of like a hedge for me because I'm already long. So, I don't, if we do come down more here, then great. And if not, oh well. Because, I will take a small loss. But what might happen is we might pump up and do a higher high and continue to put the lower high and come down from there. So just be on the lookout for that. So if people are new here, basically what we do is we go through technical analysis for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We mark out the important levels that we're looking for. And then we come up with a plan. And that plan usually involves potential trade setups that if they play out, we will take the trade. And we've gotten some good ones. I'm sorry, guys. I hope that doesn't gross you out. I just took a sip of a drink while I'm talking. So I'm going to stop doing that. Okay? I'm going to stop doing that. Okay. Wow, Sloth Poop, it's 4 a.m. by you. Okay, thanks for being here. Let's take a look at the corn. And let me zoom out here. Go to the weekly. And I'm just going to turn off this fib here. And let's come to the object tree and turn off some of these things here as well. got some levels on. We're basically gonna start over. So we'll start on the weekly time frame, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mark out some weekly levels of support and resistance that we should keep our eyes on. Now I've already kind of done this in advance, but I'm going to show you my levels and why they are the levels we have, and this will be able to you'll be able to import this into your own chart. I will post the levels in the stream after. We can see the weekly, guys. Weekly VWAP, although money flow is getting thick, weekly VWAP is starting to point down, showing us potentially that we are going to get a retracement soon, and I do think we're going to have to get a retracement soon. We shall see. So my first weekly level is up here at $60,010.50. I had this on for a while. I noticed that I was a little bit too low there, so actually this is just 60K, give or take. The reason why this is a weekly level is because we have these two candles here for 2 weeks in a row. We try to wick above this line and we're unable to. And then under that, we've got the weekly level of 58,314. Again, that's because we have these two candlesticks that for 2 weeks in a row, we tried to wick up above this level and we were unable to. And so whenever that happens, that creates a significant level where usually or likely, especially if we're printing divergences, if price comes up to this level, we can expect some kind of a reaction from it. We come down a little bit more, and the weekly level under there is right here at 49K. And then we've got one here, the one that we are currently dealing with right now at 45,248, right there, right? Because of these lines here. And we can see, these levels are respected, right? When we come down to here for 2 days, we're unable to wick under. And then right here, we get the bounce. And right here, we get the rejection, right? Wow, we're pumping right now. We are absolutely pumping. So I'm totally stopped out of that short trade in a minuscule profit, I think. Let's go to a lower time frame real quick just to see what's going on. Wow. Let's go to the 12. Okay, yeah, so we put in a higher high here. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm not going to deal with this now, guys, but I will say that the next weekly level is right here at 39,045 because of these candles right here. We can see that this acted as a support on the weekly time frame. Then we've got the weekly level down here at 31,711 because of these candles here. And just in case somebody is unaware, obviously I'm not marking every single time that, like right here, I'm not marking this level because what tends to happen is the more times a level gets a reaction, the less reliable it becomes. And also, as we move into the future, like we used to have a weekly level right here at 38,165, but then we can now see that this general zone of resistance has kind of now shifted to up here. So now we would mark this level. We can still keep this on our chart for reference, but now we're still going to mark this new level. Then under there we have 19,164 because of these candles down here. And this is some crazy stuff, guys. Hang on. Just got to check on something real quick. Okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure I was out of the short because sometimes, sometimes stop losses don't hit or I wanted to make sure I had one. Yep, I did, so I'm out. Okay, so the next, then after that, really, we don't have much until all the way down here at like 5K for weekly. I guess you could also say we have a weekly level down here at like 10K, but this is all I'm going to mark for right now. Then we go to the daily levels. The daily levels that I've got on the chart here, I have quite a few, are, first of all, we'll start high and work our way low. up here at 63,557 because of these candles. I've got a daily level here at 59,009. I've got a daily level at 56,742. Daily level right here at 49,887. We've got our daily right here that we've just burst through at 44,571. I'm sorry, 44,596. The reason I had question marks here is because I actually put it on my chart before the daily candle closed, basically saying if we close the candle here, we'll have a daily level. Okay, then we've got 42.2K right here, actually 42,228 and 50 cents. I have a level marked here at 35,937. Of course, we can see there's lots of daily levels here. I'm not going to mark them all, guys, because you know, I feel that this general little zone here, I don't want to mark those levels on my chart anymore. Whoops. Okay, yeah, let's remove that. And then underneath there, I've got 29,756, which was the last low dump we can see here. We created a daily level of support on these candles. Then under there, we've got 2602. And we've got 22,710. So these are the daily levels I'm working with here. Okay, so those are the weekly levels, the daily levels, and you know, technically, you know, yeah, those are the main levels, and yeah, you'll be able to import these if you want to into your chart. Really, what we're going to do in this stream as well is we're going to look for areas where we have lots of confluence, right? We're going to look for areas where we do have lots of confluence, like you know, we have a weekly and a daily right in this zone here, so we could say, yeah, this is an area of confluence. Now what I want to do is I want to analyze some volume. And well, first of all, guys, let me say this. Obviously, we've finally broken out of the range that we've been trading in, right? We were in the range. This was the high right here of the range, right? When we came up to that high of the range, we got the little short here. It was a nice short. And then we broke out. This is bullish. This is bullish right now. We are in an uptrend. The daily time frame is not diverging. The 12-hour time frame may not diverge, guys. It looks like, you know, that wave looked like it was about to cross over. We may get another move to the upside. This wave may come up a little bit higher. We'll have to wait and see. If the 12-hour continues to print bearish divergences, and if these higher time frames stay bearish divergent looking, then we can expect a retracement from higher, a significant retracement. But overall, things are looking quite bullish because we've broken out of a major resistance. And really, if we take a look at the chart here, I'm sorry I didn't say this in the beginning of the stream, we don't have very much from the high of the range that we broke out of. You know, we come up here very quickly, and we come down here very quickly. And so I posted this thing in the Discord last night where basically we see that, you know, this is the, there's basically two ranges that we have going on here. We have the Elon must tweet range. He must tweet in order for us to come up to this range up here where we would range between around 50K and 60K. And then we have the lower range down here where we're trading between 30 and 40K. And right now we're in kind of like no man's land where really the move up to here to the Elon must tweet range was very fast, and the move down out of the Elon must tweet range was very fast. And so we can expect a fast move back up into these areas, okay? And we're going to talk about where we can expect a major retracement from if we continue in the uptrend. Okay, so that is something that I think that, you know, we need to keep in mind here. That we can have an extremely fast move to the upside. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the chart here, kind of trying to gauge the environment. Okay, so those are the levels, daily and weekly. Overall, things looking very bullish. You know, we don't have anything really holding us. We don't have much resistance above us. So now what I want to do is I want to analyze volume, and then we'll do fibs, and then we'll talk about, you know, potential trade setups. So as far as volume goes, we do have the old range that we were trading in, right, from May 19th. You guys can see right here, I have pulled this fixed range basically from the time that we, you know, this is the daily time frame right here. So I actually pulled it from May 17th to where we're currently at. And the reason I did is because I'm trying to analyze now us in this general area, and you know, because we could say right now we're at a high, and just like right here, we did find some kind of support right here at around 46K. We did find some kind of support in the past. We could see this wick right here came down to right around 46K, and right now we're at 46K. So I pulled the range basically from the time that we lost 46K all the way to our present time where we're at 46K. We can see that these are the important levels of volume. We have the value area high at about 39.6K. We have the point of control at about 34,136, and we have the value area low at 32,204. Keep in mind, guys, these levels will change as we continue to print more price action, because what this is doing is this is showing us the volume that was traded at different prices. So if we start printing more price action up here, and we pull this range from here to here, all these levels are going to move up, right? The point of control is going to come up, the value area high is going to come up. That's something to keep in mind. So you can import these from my chart if you're new, but you have to update them. And the way you update them is simply just by, you know, coming into the object tree, unlocking it, and then pulling it, you know, to the present time. Okay, so yeah, we do have this resistance right here. In fact, this support that we got here. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. We're getting the doji. Yeah, interesting. You know, it's no surprise that we're finding some kind of support here. It's a fib level, and it's a previous area of resistance. Man, do things not look bearish though? And in the short term, I'm not talking about things look bullish on the long term, but in the short term here. They look bearish. Like the bearish divergences are just coming in like crazy here. Wouldn't be, you know, for a short scalp, again, could take a short scalp here. Anyway, so those are the volume levels that we've got going on here. Okay, the next areas of volume that I want to analyze are just the volume that has happened in the move to the upside. So basically from down here to up here, and I've got that on the chart right here. Okay, so basically we can see, let me turn off that original range volume. Okay, we can see a few things. First of all, the point of control of this volume that we've been trading from down here to up here lines up perfectly with the value area high of the old range. Okay, also this point of control, and I posted this last night in the Discord, there's a lot of confluence here. It's a point of control, it's a value area high, it's a high volume node, it's a 382 fib level, and it's a 786 fib level. We will get into that in a second. And then we've got this high volume node right up here. We can see that this high volume node is also the value area high right here. And it's a bullish thing that we came up above here and then retested it and got a bounce. That is actually showing us that the price is now wants to maintain above this value area high, which will likely lead to us coming to higher levels. You know, that's what that means. The fact that we're able to hold above this value area means we're going to come to higher levels. And then the last area of volume that I want to analyze is the Elon Musk tweet range, which is up here. Let me zoom out so we can see it, where basically I'm analyzing the volume that we traded from basically right around here, right around the 46K. The reason is because we can clearly see this is an area where after Elon Musk shot us up tweeting, this was an important area. The 46K was an important area of support, right? We're finding support, we're finding resistance there right now. We found support there right here. We found support here right here in February, and we found resistance there in the beginning of February. And so if we continue up, guys, we might come back into this range. And if we do, then these are going to be the important value areas that we are looking at. And, you know, just like how in January, when we were trading this range here, and then when we dropped back down into it, we were using what happened in the past to help us trade the present. We will be able to do the same thing if we come back up into these areas where, you know, we can use these old value areas to help us, right? We will be looking for a right around 50K-ish, you know, 50 to 51K. This is an important level of resistance above us right here, guys, that we need to keep an eye on, because it is acting as, right now, the ceiling that is going to keep us from getting to the next level, right? If we look at both of these ranges together at the same time, you know, we can see that the value area high was acting as the ceiling and the value area low was acting as the floor in general. And now that we're out of the value area, heading our way up to here, this, what used to be the floor while we were up here, is now going to act as the ceiling. So it's going to be tough to break through that, okay? So these are really the general areas that I'm analyzing as far as volume goes. The global value area high, that is basically if we go to the weekly time frame and we just turn on our VPVR indicator, we can see that the global value area high is coming in right about 49.1K, which lines up very well with the value area low of the Elon Musk tweet range. Okay, it also lines up pretty well with a weekly level. So between 49K and I would say 51K, we have very strong resistance above us. Okay, so now let's pull out some fibs and let's mark some fib levels, and then we are going to try and find confluence, the levels that are most likely to give us a reaction if we happen to get there, right? That's important. Sorry guys, I'm totally yawning. I haven't gotten much sleep the past few days because I just haven't. I know. I was trading Bitcoin when I should have been sleeping, is basically the truth of the matter. So let's deal with some fibs here. First of all, let's pull a fib from the all-time high to the low, right here. We can see that we've got our golden pocket coming in right about 51.1K. If we go ahead and turn on our 382, this was, you know, lining up very well with the high of the range. We did get our short off of there. The next major area now of confluence would be really that 59K to 51K area, right in this golden pocket. In fact, while I'm here, you know, we see that we have these wicks right here at about 51.5K, right? A great potential short setup would be if we come into this golden pocket and we come just above those wicks and then we drop out of the golden pocket. You know, that would be an excellent short entry. And the way I would do this here is I would, you know, it doesn't have to come above the wicks. We could really just reject out of that golden pocket. But the way I would do this short is, you know, I would short once if I see we're starting to reject in the middle of the golden pocket, I would probably enter before we lose the 618. I would put my stop loss above the last swing high, so that could be, you know, in the golden pocket, it'd be a little bit out of the golden pocket. and I would set then my take profits down, coming down to the top of this range for a retest, or even a little bit lower. But basically, let me pull out a fib here. Let's just say, right, that this is what happens. My take profits would just be the fib retracement levels on the way down. So I would take profit at the 236. I would take profit at the 382. I would take profit at the golden pocket, which lines up perfectly with this 382. You know, depending on the exact area that we reject from, these levels will change a little bit. But basically, you know, let's just do a quick little trade setup. This will also be able to be imported into your chart, y'all. So let me draw some text here. So short from golden pocket, about 51K. You know, entry as we come into the golden pocket around 51K. Stop loss above the last swing high, and then TP1 would be the 236. TP2 would be the 382, and TP3 would be the 618 level. So let me specify that these are fib levels, lest anybody wax confused about this. Yeah, so this would be a short I would look to take here, absolutely. Let me move this a little bit here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put this in a folder called potential short, short from 51K golden pocket. And again, these things are going to be, you'll be able to import this directly into your chart, and you can set your alerts and stuff for this, because this would be juicy, would it not? Would this not be juicy? Okay. Let's take a look here at what's going on. You know, it looks like, are we getting bearish divergences? We are. I'm not trying to get sliced up. I'm not trying to scalp trade while I'm doing a stream here, guys, but no problems with the chat. Is anybody else short right here? Oh, Crypto Face is live right now, is he? Interesting. Yeah, I am hunting a short, but I shouldn't be because I'm supposed to be focusing on what I'm doing here. But we are printing bearish divergences, guys, and we're holding that 46K as pretty good resistance. And, you know, the red dot in the 1 hour didn't work out so good for us, did it? Did it? But we do have those bearish divs coming in. That's pretty bearish divvy. Money flow's coming down as well. Yeah, money flow's coming down. Momentum wave's coming down. Yeah, you know what? I might just enter another short here. But keep in mind, guys, you know, this is this would be more of a hedge trade for me, just a small position, because of the 46K resistance and the bearish divs. Okay, let's see here. So we've got that first fib level, that 618 right there, and that would be a nice short right from here. Next, we got, if we pull our fib from this swing high right here, to this swing low down here, we can see we have another golden pocket. Let me turn off that first fib actually. Yeah, so we have another golden pocket coming in right about here at about 47K to 48.8K. And actually, just if we turn on our 382 here, we can see that this 382 was also acting as an important level of resistance, right? So you can see how significant these fib levels are. You know, as we come up here into this golden pocket, we can see that it also historically is an area, you know, kind of similar to where we're at right now, but even a stronger area of a very strong area of support, previous support right here. And so this would definitely be another area where I would look to take a short from as we come into that golden pocket. And let me just see real quick. Yeah, there's a lot of confluence there at right around the 48.8K level. So 48K, guys, 48K is an area of resistance that we need to be aware of right now. 48K is an area of resistance that we need to be aware of. All right, hang on, guys. I'm going to limit a little bit out of this trade here, just 10%. So yeah, so that is an area that we need to be aware of, because not only do we have the fib golden pocket level, but we also have a weekly level there. We have the global value area high right there. And so, you know, we have this golden pocket. So this is absolutely an area that we need to be aware of for a potential short trade. If we turn on our weekly levels, we can see that we have a weekly right there. We have our 0.65 right there. And if we turn back on our volume, we can also see that we have our global value area high right up there, right here. This line is our global value area high, right around that region. So 48K, definitely an area I would be looking out for, absolutely. And because there's so much confluence there, let's just kind of see how we would deal with this. Basically, we would want to see us come into the golden pocket right around 48K. It could be, you know, as long as we're touching or above the 618, we don't know exactly where we're going to reject from, but we would want to let me just see where I have that level. No, that's not it. That's it. Yeah, we would want to enter a trade if we're getting bearish divergences as we come into this zone right here. Again, this is more of a zone. So, you know, obviously the higher we can come, the better. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to see the bearish divergences forming on the higher time frames, and then enter when you see the bearish divergences forming on the lower time frames as well. So, I'm sorry, from 48K, not 58K. From 48K, we would want to enter upon loss of golden pocket. We would want to our stop loss above the last high. So really, guys, what that means, the stop loss above last high, is if we do come up to this level, this 0.65, we want to have our stop loss above that. We absolutely do want to have our stop loss above that that level right there. Okay, cool. All right, guys, just limit it out a little bit of that trade, move the stop loss to the entry. Basically, these shorts, the way I'm dealing with these shorts is because I see the bearish divergence is forming, I'll enter the short scalp. I'll take a little profit out, like 10%, move the stop loss to the entry. The limited out will basically cover the market order, and I can get out of the trade at perfectly break even. And if we do come down more from here, then it will be more money. So I hope that makes sense, right? If I enter a short, let's say I enter a short. Let's say I shorted this purple candle and I entered right here. I'm assuming I don't know how low it's going to come, and so we come down a little bit. I might limit out like 10 to 25% of my trade right here and move the stop loss to the entry. And the stop loss is a market order. So if I'm limiting out a small portion of my trade, then that profit will cover the stop loss market order, which basically ensures that I am going to exit that trade without a loss. So I hope that makes sense on how I'm actually doing that. Okay, so yeah, this would be a potential short from here. And again, the way that we would take the profits right now is because we don't have much other stuff, we would do our fib levels. Let me just make sure. Do we have any levels of key confluence? Yes, we do. So really, guys, here's where I would take profit. My take profit 1 would be at 49.6K. Okay. 49.6. My TP2 would be at the 382 level, which is coming in at 44.32. But keep in mind, this is a 382 fib level. Okay, so whatever that is at the time, you need to do that. And if I get in this trade, I'm going to update this as we go, right? If I'm in this trade in the Discord, I'll say, hey, I'm in this trade. Here are my take profits. Take profit 3, I would have that right at the at 43.3. This is an actual level that I would keep on the chart because it's not based on the fib. And then take profit 4 would probably be down at 40.6, which was a daily level. So TP4 40.6. Okay, okie doke. Okie McDokester. Okay, so this is that short from 48K, and let me just put in the short position here so everyone knows that we're trying to short. We take it down to here, and honestly, guys, we would let some ride. Obviously, if we're still coming down, we would let some ride as well. So let me go ahead and make a folder for this. And okay, let me take off these levels of confluence here and zoom back out. Okay, so those would be some nice shorts where we can potentially catch a nice retracement here. And again, it's important. Now it's important. And all kidding aside, right? Let me put on my hat the way a dad would wear it. It's important that we even if we're expecting this to be a bigger swing trade, it's important that we take profit early and move the stop loss to the entry, because the number one rule of gaining money is do not lose money, right? I mean, if we can guarantee that our trades are going to be a win, even if we get wicked out, right, and we see things are coming down, we can get back in that trade, right? We can get back in that trade. If you take profit early enough to cover the stop loss market order, and you move that stop loss to the entry, you're not going to lose money, And so, I mean, really, it's a very advantageous thing to do. You know, in my case right now, right, I entered 2 shorts just now on the stream, right? One of them got stopped out. I actually don't know. It was basically essentially break even. If it was a gain or a loss, it doesn't matter. It was essentially a break even thing. Right now I'm short as well. I've already limited out 10%, moved the stop loss to the entry. You know, that trade is up. I limited out when it was 11% in profit. It's currently 6% in profit. If I get stopped out now, it's no loss. So, you know, even though I'm flopping and groping, I'm not, because I'm not losing money and I'm still in my long. So that's very important, at least for my trading style, that you do that. If you're trying to catch a little scalp, you know, avoid losses in that way. Okay, so we have some other levels that are important. Let's see our other fibs here. We had this fib. I'm going to delete that from last week. We have this fib. This is an important fib. This is the Corona dump to the all-time high, giving us that retracement down to the 26K area. You know, if we do now lose and come back into the range, it's likely that we come back down to this area. So I'm going to keep that on my chart. Then we've got current supports. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Yeah, let's pull another fib here just to find our current supports from the swing low to our current swing high. Remember, guys, this is subject to change because, you know, you're going to want to do this whenever you see that we're getting some kind of retracement. But we do have some important levels, you know, right down here, 39.8, give or take. You know, the golden pocket, depending on how much higher we come here, right? We're going to have to change this. If we can break above this 46K resistance here, then, you know, we're going to have to, if we start dumping, let's say if we start dumping from 51K, or if we start dumping from 48K, then we're going to have to pull our fib a little bit differently, right? Then we're going to have to pull our fib a little bit differently. Okay, so I'm actually not going to put that on the chart right now. There's some other areas I think that we could be aware of. You know, 48K, 51K are the 2 main areas that I think we could find some resistance. And then the other area is right up here. If we come up here, we've got this daily level. Actually, we've got 2 daily levels. We got a daily level right here at 56.7. We have a daily level right here at 58.9K. Okay, I think that this could enter us potentially some of the juiciest shorts. Okay, some of the juiciest shorts. First of all, let me just take a look here at this. Okay. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa. Right, coming up with the evil plan, guys. For these shorts. Now check this out, right? We got a 786 right here coming in at about 57,205, right? We have a daily level coming in at about 56,742, right? So we've got this area of resistance right up here, right? We've got this area of resistance right here. We've got a fib level, and we've got a daily level, okay? A fib level and a daily level, and then we have this wick, right? We've got this wick up to about 58K, right? A few things that I see here that could make for some really nice short trades is, first of all, if we pump all the way up to here, okay, people are going to be so bullish, because we've come above all the major resistances that we have, right? We've come above all the major resistances. We've come above the golden pocket, right? We've come above the 618 from the swing high to the swing low. We have lots of momentum. Now, you know, this is the next major resistance right here that we're coming into, and people are going to be expecting a new all-time high. We want to be on the watch for the bearish divergences forming here. as we come up here, if we come up here, because let me see something else actually. Oh yeah, guys. yeah, this is good. Okay, this is good. So check it out. There's two possible scenarios here that I think could be really juice if they play out. Okay, we can see we have this intense zone of resistance right here, where we have the point of control of the Elon Musk tweet range. We've got the 786 fib level from the swing high to the all-time low, and we've got a daily level right here. If price comes up into this level right here, okay, be on the lookout for a rejection from here. Okay, on the lookout for a rejection. We want to see the bearish divergences forming because we have a range of 56 to 57K. You know, if you front run this, if you see the divergences are clearly forming, okay, you might want to enter with a looser stop. You might want to dollar cost average into here, where you have like your limit order set, like maybe one like just above the daily, one you know, just above the 786, and one just above the point of control here. Because what we want to be looking for is, as we come to these resistances, we want to come above this wick right here to potentially get a chickens drinking water short, where we come up above and then boom, reject. So we come out, we take out this high, grab the liquidity, and then reject from there. And that could be a really nice short trade setup. Okay, that could be super nice. And the way I would deal with that is, you know, if we're trying to catch the rising knife, you know, really we'd want to wait for some kind of confirmation. So the best way and the most low risk way to do it is wait for us to come up into this area and then short as we lose this daily level right here. Okay. Ideally, we would come up above this wick and get the chickens drinking water. We have a big zone of resistance right here. Okay, so the trade would look like this. We put the stop loss above the last swing high, and then we would honestly take this thing all the way back down to here and lower, potentially even lower, right? Because that would be the ultimate relief rally. You know, if we're going to continue on in the bear market, that could be a really nice short right there. And so the way I would do this is, you know, obviously if we get up there, we would pull out our fib from the high, whatever that may be at the time, to the low. And guys, you know, obviously this is not the way that you I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. We pull out our fib from the low to the high. So because I'm mapping out this trade right on a hypothetical thing, you know, just keep that in mind. That hang on, let me close off some of these other fibs here. Wait a second. I'm confusing myself. I have too many fibs. You guys ever have too many fibs on the screen? I have too many fibs on the screen. So we would pull it from the swing low right here to the swing high, and we would set our take profits along with these areas of confluence. So I would say that definitely take profit 1 would be right around 51.3K. Because not only is this a 382 level, but we do see that we have, you know, some nice resistance right here in the past. Actually, take profit 1 from you guys would be right here. This would be take profit 1, 53,694. 53,694 would be take profit 1. Short from the 786 around, you know, 57.8. Entry on loss of daily at 56,742. And take profit 1 would be right here at 53. Let's do 53,600. Take profit 2. And just so everyone knows, why am I doing that as a take profit? Is because when we're looking here, we see it's a low volume node at the VPVR. I'm sorry, at the fixed range indicator. It's a low volume node, and we can clearly see we have support, coming all the way through here, right? We see support coming all the way through here. So that would be our TP1. TP2 would probably be the value area low. Let's just do TP2 at 51.3. Yeah, 51.4. TP3 would be wait a second. Okay. Yeah, 51.4. That's where we want it. Yeah, and then 47K would be TP3. And then honestly, I would just let the rest ride, move the stop loss into let it ride. Okay. This is going to be a short from, around 57.8K. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put all these things into there. And go ahead and lock that and close that. Okay, so there's one more area here that I think we could get a good short from, and it's kind of interlapped, right? Interlapped, is that a word? Overlapped, which is this. We've got the daily level up here at 58,969, okay? And you can see that what very well could happen here is we come up to the psychological level of 60,000. That's a very important level. 60K is very important. All the people are talking about is 60K next. Are we going back to 60K? Okay, 60K is a high, right? It's a high. We can see that we have a volume spike right here on this daily level. I would be looking at this daily level for a potential short right here. Let me turn on this daily level actually. Yeah. So if we don't get a chicken drinking water rejection from this daily level down here with this wick, then we need to look to this daily level with this wick. And keep in mind, guys, if we're shorting from here, it really doesn't matter one way or the other because, basically, if we're going to come down from here, we're going to come down. And so let's say that, we do come all the way up to here. You can still enter a trade on the loss of this level. I mean, yeah, you're going to miss out on maybe like, 5%. But if we reject from here, I think we're going to come down a lot more than just 5%. I think we're going to come down a lot more than just 5%. So, for that trade, basically it's the same as the short from 57.8, except we would want to see us come above the daily, take out these wicks right here, and then drop back down. So we'd want to see us come up above the daily, take out those wicks, and then drop back down. The safe thing would be to enter when we lose the daily. stop loss above the last high, and then come down. And honestly, guys, the take profits for this would be basically the same as the other trades. So we want to do chickens drinking from 60K. Loss of 59K daily. That would be a safe entry, guys. But obviously, we can enter before that if you see the divergences and all that, and you see the wick coming down, and you're like, I'm going for the aggressive entry. Then go for the aggressive entry, And then the TPs would basically be the same as before. TP1 actually would be the daily. TP1 would be 56,703. TP2 it would be 53,600. TP3 would be 47K. And then honestly, I would just let it ride, move, stop loss to profit. And what I do a lot too, guys, is I will just take profit out here and there. Like I'll take 10% out here, 10% out there, even 5%, right? I'll go into the Bybit app, I'll click, limit close 10%, and then just cut that number in half and limit out 5% here. I'm just taking profits out as we come down. Just making sure that I'm actually closing profit, realizing profit on the way down. If I see a massive dump, a lot of times I'll just realize some profit. Okay, so yeah, we'll put that now in a folder, and yeah, this is what we would want here. Of course, we're going to be doing that over here. And the key thing to look out for, really, guys, is these wicks here, right? We want to take out these wicks first for the chickens to drink. Okay. That is indeed what we want. All right, so let me put this in a folder. This would be a very juicy short, guys. By the way, the juiciest. And this would be short from 60K. And we'll just move these here, here. And we'll go ahead and lock and close. Okay. Now, let's talk about longs, right? Because what if this is the top here? Oh, I forgot to mention, guys. Keep an eye out for 47K as well. Keep an eye out for 47K for a short. I think that was one of the ones I discussed last week, but really, keep an eye out, guys, because we do have this 786 level right here, okay, coming in around 46.6. That is an important area to look for a short from, as well as we have this wick right here at 47. So this general zone right here, set alerts here, as we're coming up to here. Just watch because if we do something like this, that's absolutely in my mind a good short. And then I would look to scalp it, not necessarily hold it as a swing trade, but look to get maybe a good 5% from it. Yeah, I would take it back down to the 0.65, really. Assuming that we come up to that level, this exact level that I have marked out, right? Let's say we come up to around 47K, give or take. Then I would just pull my fib from this low to this high and take profits out on the way down, right? Probably targeting, the 618, honestly. Probably targeting that 618. Yeah, so just keep that also in the back of your mind, guys, that this is a potential short as well. And I'll have this in the Discord. But yeah, just keep that in mind. That 47K is an area potentially to get a rejection. And I would just aim down for that 618 right here, guys. I wouldn't really be looking for too much out of it. Okay. All right, so let's talk about potential longs. You know, obviously we've got Bitcoin's giving us a red dot on the 1 hour right now. Yeah, so potential longs, where are we looking? You know, first of all, I'd say that I would really just, you know, as we're coming up here, if you're trying to hop into the uptrend and catch the wave, you know, we can do like the 4-minute 24 strategy. We can do things like, you know, if we're pulling our fib from the swing low to the swing high, you know, as we come down to one of these fib levels, if you see a bullish divergence on one of these fib levels, you know, I shouldn't say feel free to enter a long or add to your long, but really, you know, especially if there's confluence, like check this out here, you know, we've got this 236. Let's say we actually do come up to 47K for a rejection, right? We come up to 47K, we have extreme confluence, a daily level, and a 236. So, you know, we've got the long from right there. You know, if we do come down lower, what other daily levels do we have? We have this daily level right here at 42.2, right? That lines up well with the fib 0.5. If we come up to 47K, right? If we come up to 47K, and we get a little retracement from there, really what we're going to do in the uptrend is whenever you see that we're starting to get a retracement, pull that fib and look for bullish divergences coming off of those fib levels. That's like to, you know, to enter in. But if we do get a major retracement, let's say we come up to, you know, let's say that we do come up to 47K and start to get a major retracement, in which case, where would I be looking to catch a bounce? Well, I think it's important to keep in mind the fact that we do have the old value area high coming in right here, which is about 39.6. Also, do we have a, no, we don't have a daily level there. We have that daily at 40.5K, 40.6K. Yeah, I would definitely be looking for 39.6 for a potential long if we come down to here, because you know, not only is it the value area high of the range here, but it's the point of control of the whole uptrend. It's the point of control of the whole uptrend. Let's see. As it stands right now, you know, it's not a fib level, but if we do come up to 47K, you know, that would also be a 786 fib level right here. And also, let's pull a fib from down here. Try and find a little more confluence. You know, if we do come up to 47K, that would be kind of a 382. As where it stands right now, that is a 382. So yeah, this is an important level right down here. If we come down to about 39.6, I would be looking to take a long right there. to catch that bounce, assuming that the uptrend is going to continue. That's a nice area for some nice continuation right there. Yeah. Okay. So let's put that. Let's make that a potential long here. If we do come down to there, we would only if we get the bullish divergences, though, guys. Remember, we come down to this area in general with the bullish divergences. Okay. We would really set our targets basically as high as possible, right? So let's do this setup here. Long 39.6. Entry, bullish divs as we come to the level. TP1 for me, if we're coming down to there, would be the daily at 42.2. TP2 for me would be the next daily at 44.6. Let's just do let's do 45K because that's an important weekly level. And 45K was a previous area of resistance. But you know what? No, let's do 44.6, guys, just to be on the safe side. And then TP3 would be 49K. That's the global value area high. And then, you know, just let it ride to an all-time high. You know, take profit out along the way. And of course, you know, we'd want to see the bearish divs, the bullish divs coming on the lower time frames, right? This is a daily. But yeah, let's put this in as a long. Long from 39.6. And yeah, that's it. I should just say also, though, if we do by chance happen to come below that level of 39.6, that's bearish. That's super bearish, because that means we are coming back into the old range, which means we just have a fake out. If we come down below here and retest it and then come down, you know, absolutely I am going to be looking to short here, because that is bearish, right? If we come down below the value area high and start trading below there, and it becomes our resistance, now we're back in the range, and so we might as well short the high of the range. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And really, that's kind of it for me as far as like potential swing trades go. The other, you know, just local fibs and stuff are how I will be dealing with this. You know, I'm already in some good long trades here. Okay. Now we're going to go do Ethereum, y'all. But before we do Ethereum, I am going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll go do this with Ethereum. Not even 5 minutes, guys. I honestly just have to take a pee. So give me a little time here. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. Yeah, so honestly, guys, you know, I don't know what's going to happen right here, right now with all this price action, but I'll tell you that 47K is looking pretty nice. But 46.6 and 47K could be potentially really nice, especially if we continue with these divergences, right? If we get one last big old pump, so right about here, you know, that would be nice, guys. That would be super nice. Let me check out the 24-minute. You know, the 24-minute is even diverging, even though we're not printing other dots. But yeah, let's really watch this. Let me take a look here. Okay, just stopped out of my short in slight profit, guys. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep, stopped out in a 0%. Yeah, just had to pay the market fee. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me just quick take a look here and see what's going on. All right, so, yeah, let's go over Ethereum. This is my Ethereum chart here, guys. Okay, we're basically going to do the same things that we did for Bitcoin. So we're going to start with the weeklies, then we're going to go do the dailies. Then we will do volumes, then we'll do fibs, then we'll come up with, you know, where are we looking for those juicy swing trades, right? Okay, let me turn this stuff off. Yeah, so with Ethereum, basically we're trading in this descending triangle. We broke out of it. Right now we are finding resistance right here. This is actually, is this a fib level? Nah, can't be. Maybe it is though. Let's see. Nah. Quit playing with me. Yeah, it's not a fib. Oh, it is a fib level. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. We're finding resistance at a 786 fib. It's also, we could see just like support twice in a row. Okay. Cool. So let's start with the weekly levels. Weekly levels for Ethereum. Let's go to the weekly chart. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah, so obviously we've got 3925.6. Then we've got 2702. There's not much here, guys. Look at this weekly chart right here. Look at how little resistance we have on the weekly chart coming up to that almost $30, $100 region right there, right? There's very little resistance above us right now. We've got this weekly right here at about 23.25. Then this one here, I'm gonna move this one, 1936. I'm gonna go ahead and move 1936. Where is 1936? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move 1936, 1944. I mean, to 1886. Boom. All right. And okay, we've got that one there. Then we've got one down here at about 1688. We've got one down here too at 1417 and then 1311. All right, so this is the weekly levels. I will put them for import in the Discord. Okay, the dailies. Let's turn these guys on here. We got quite a few. Let's go to the daily time frame here. Well, obviously we just put a new one in right here. Just put a new daily in right here at a 3159. Okay. And then we did also put one in here. In fact, I would move this previous. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. Let's start from the top, guys. We've got this one up here at 4180, but that is also a yeah. Let's put that one there too. 4180. Okay. What? What just happened there? Sorry, guys. I'm playing the fool. Okay, there we go. And okay, then we've got so we got 4180. Oh, okay, we got 4180. We got 4080. That was a little trippy. We've got 3375. We've got 3159. We've got this daily level back here at about 2772. I would keep this on the chart. I would keep this one on the chart, but we've tapped it a few times. This daily right here at 2575, I will move. Because I can see that now that daily level should be now right here at 2603. Okay. We've got a daily at 2277. That was a level we put in right back here. Yeah, I will keep that on the chart because we can see that it was acting as resistance and support. So might as well keep it on the chart there. I'll remove this one. I will keep this one, 1965. We can see it's still being respected here. I think it's just important to be aware of. You know, it is important to be aware of. And then 1585. Yeah, down there. And then, of course, 1420. And then 1042. And those are the daily levels. All right, so now let's deal with the volume here. I think we can define clearly the volume as being basically everything under 2945. You know what? Let's analyze the volume from this daily that we're currently at right now. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. And basically from the time that we are at currently today, and we'll come back to the time that we lost that daily, and this is our value area. And so our value area high is coming in right here at about 28.21. And then our POC is coming in right here at about 23.16. And then the value area low is coming in right here about 21.28. And yeah, let's just keep an eye on some of these high volume nodes as well. So we've got a high volume node right here. At about, we have a little spike. Right here at 25.85. Oop. And yeah, that's an important area. Okay, so this is like the volume of the range right here, where basically, you know, same as with Bitcoin, if we come down below here, you know, bad news bears. But as long as we stay above here, then we're good as far as seeing higher levels. So let me make a folder here called volume. We'll just do the May 19th date, that range. And we'll lock it, close it. So this is our volume levels, guys. These are the significant levels of the volume. Then what I will do again is I will do from the uptrend. Let's do our volume from the uptrend. Right from down here. Okay, so this is now giving us a value area high up here. At 29.71. And what's going on? What am I doing, guys? What in the world? Casper, you're losing it, Casper. You're losing it, Casper. Boom. All right. And we've got that good old POC coming in right here at 22.95. And then we've got the val coming in at 21.07. And let's just compare the two to see, you know, if we have any kind of confluence here between the two ranges. I'm sure we do. Yeah, so the POCs are basically the same. Oops, this needs to be a va and not a val. You ever confuse your vas and vals? I do. Okay, so yeah, we can see that you know, we're holding above this value area high. That's a good sign. And the point of controls line up very nicely. You know, the high volume node, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so we can see areas where there's a lot of confluence. You know, obviously, if there's a lot of volume traded here on the uptrend, as well as from back here, you know, that's showing us this is still a serious high volume node to take seriously. Because then we know that there was still a lot of volume traded on this side of the price action and not only back here, right? If we only had this fixed range here, we might not know where was all this volume traded. Was it traded back here or was it traded here? Well, now we can see a large portion of it was in fact traded right here. So that's good to know. Okay, and then we'll do just the Elon Musk tweet range here. Okay, above this daily. And this is giving us some value areas that we can just keep our eyes on in case we burst through the stratosphere, right? In case we send a Tesla car into orbit again. We've got the value area high, giving us good confluence with that daily, right? Coming in at about 41.97. And then we've got the good old point of control right here at 39.38. And remember, guys, point of control, really that's just a high volume node, right? It's the highest volume node of this slice of price action. So don't get confused like, you know, point of control versus high volume node. It's the same dang thing, right? We're just analyzing a specific range here, that's all. 34.62. All right, so we'll make this the Elon Musk. Elon range. Elon volume, and then we will just drag these guys into here. Okay, so we shall zoom back out into the daily, the 2-day actually, and okay, this daily level right here is important. Yeah, it's important, guys, that we hold above 28.24. And it's also important that we hold above 29.71. If we start coming back down into this value area, well, then the point of control of the uptrend is still way down here. I mean, we came up so quick. Guys, and just to be more clear here, this is the 2-day chart. Look at these green candles. The point of control is way down here. We have not established any kind of support or resistance along the way up. So if we come back down into this value area here and we start to trade below 29.71, well, then it's likely we make our way back down to the point of control, which is a very high volume node. You know, and not only that, but it's a daily level around there as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right, now let's pull out some good old Fibonacci, some good old Fibonacci. Let's see what's going on here. Man, come on, 24-minute time frame. Give us one last epic pump so that these bearish divergences can confirm and we can short. That 46K is acting as some nice resistance there. Some real nice resistance. I mean, we can see those high time frames starting to top out. We could see it. I see it with my own 2 eyes. It's like that person who tells you, you know, out here where I live. Now, I'm not gonna go there. All right, I'm not gonna touch on that topic. Sorry. All right, let's pull out some fibs. We've got our volume levels. Let's come down here. We've got our dailies, we've got our weeklies. What's this? Okay, I'm going to remove that. 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 What's this? Okay, I'm going to keep that. Keep that. What's this? Okay, going to remove that. What's this? Okay, this is important, guys. These are my key levels of confluence. These are shorts from last week. I'm going to keep that. That's still viable. This is obviously no longer viable. The chicken's drinking water wick. Did that even happen? Let's see. No, not even close. Not even close. I'm going to delete that. Where am I? And let's go back to the daily real quick. Okay, we've got that. All right, this one. This trade worked out well. Actually, no, this trade didn't work out very well. But, wait a second, what was I? Yeah, I mean, I guess this trade worked out all right. I'm pretty sure I took this Ethereum short. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took that short. This was from 33. Oh no, this was last night. Yeah, this is Ethereum short here. Yeah, I did take this. I took this, and it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Yeah, from 2720. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I shorted a little bit earlier here, and then, you know, the actual move when we came down to the daily, that was not a bad move. We hit take profit 1. You know, could have come down a nice 5%. Yeah, okay. So we got that. We got that trade. I'm going to remove it now. And the trades don't always, you know, you don't always hit all your take profits, right? But a one take profit trade, that's not bad. You got to celebrate it. You got to celebrate it. You got to take what the market gives you. That's why we lock in profit. That's why we lock it in around these parts, y'all. Oh, come on, Bitcoin, don't do this to me. You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart, Bitcoin. You really are. I do want to see that last pump, you know. We've got the red dot on the hourly, though. I mean, that typically brings us down a little bit. That typically brings us down. Yeah, it brings us down, guys. Let's take a look at the lower time frames here. Money flow's coming down. I don't know. Lower high. It's hard to say, guys. It really is hard to say. I don't think I'm going to short this right now. I would want to wait for higher at this point. I would want to wait for one last pumperoo. One last pumperoo. Let's see here. All right, so now let's pull out some fibs. Pull out some good old fibs. So yeah, the only short that we're keeping here is this one. Which is still a viable short right here. Short number 3 from last week, where we're shorting, you know, this golden pocket up here at about, 33.74. Come up to the 618, lose that 618, and these would be our trade setups here. Let me just type in some stuff. Short the 618 at 3357. TP1 would be 32208. TP2 would be 3120. And then I just let it ride and take profit along the way. That's how I do it, guys. That's really how I do it. And, and my count grows. My count grows. Just by, I'm letting it ride. We dump down a little bit more. I'll take another 10% out. What the heck? What the hook? Is how I say it in my language. What the hook? What the hook? Why not? All right. All right, so this will be in there as well. This potential short is still viable, guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's pump it up, baby. Let's pump it up. Come on, let's work those quads and glutes. The 618 short, guys. The 618 short. How could we be ignorant of our good friend Golden Pocket right here, How could we be ignorant of it? This is what I want to see, guys. This is what I want to see. Come on, Bitcoin. Pump up and then dump. That's what I want to see. Get a nice little scalp short off of there. Is it going to happen? I don't know. Looks like nah. Looks like nah. Oh, sorry, guys. I get overexcited. The good old 618 short, okay? This is different than the trade that we just talked about. Nope, it's the same exact one, okay? This is the short that, we are talking about here. And, of course, I would set TP. Eventually, we would want to hit that level of basically this wick right here of 2888 would be a good take profit as well. So let me turn that back on. We would take profit for at 2888. I'd give a little higher than that. There we go. There we go, guys. This is it here. This is what we want to see. Of course, you have to keep in mind, too, that we have this daily level right here at 33.76, and we have this wick right here. So it is possible that we come up into the golden pocket, take out the wick, and reject, and come back down. It's something to keep in mind. Also, what else are we looking at here? Well, we got our 786 right up here. And that would actually allow us to take out these high wicks, and then boom, get a rejection off of there. Let's see if we have any confluence with the dailies. Nope. Let's see if we have any confluence with the weeklies. Yeah, we have a little confluence, guys, actually. The weekly level at 39.25, if we come up into here and reject off the weekly and take out this high wick right here and come into the 786, that could be a potential short right there. That could be a potential short right there. One more thing I just want to check here is, let's go to the Elon Musk volume. Wow. Point of control and a weekly and a 786 right there, guys. To me, that looks like a pretty dang good short, does it not? Does that not? Yeah, so let's make that a potential short as well. We come up to the 786. And really, we reject off the weekly, and so a smart, safe entry would be, losing the 286, stop loss above the last swing high, take profits. Basically, we're looking for the lows here. So let's do some text. Okay, so our entry would be around, loss of that 786 at, 37.90. TP1 would be, I would make it the golden pocket. Actually, no, TP1, I would make it this wick right here. TP1, 35.70, 74. TP2 would be the golden pocket at 33.62. TP3 would be the 382 at 27.30. Yeah, and then, you know, let it ride, right? That would be a nice potential short as well right there, guys. And of course, you want to see the bearish divs coming into this area. You know, we have this daily level up here. Keep in mind, you know, we could chicken drink water this stuff too, right? We could come all the way up and chicken drink water that. I just feel that because of the weekly and the point of control, I would rather short there. But, you know, if we bust right through here, really, we can bust through here because we're so high. Anytime that we now reject and come through these areas, you could short. I would probably short there. So let's say trade from 39.25. Enter. This is assuming we maintain the uptrend, guys. Of course. Let's talk about some longs here that we could take for Ethereum. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about those things. What's this? What is that? I gotta zoom in to see this. Shorting from 33.74. Oh, I guess I put that on here twice, huh? Man, I just can't go over the divergences here. I mean, look at that. Okay, yeah, so I had that trade on here twice, I suppose, so. Yeah. I don't know why I have that on here twice, so let me remove that one. And yeah, let's talk about longs now. Let me just check my confluence levels here. Important levels of confluence for Ethereum. Okay, so we've got a lot of them marked already. Let's check out the dailies. Yeah. It's a daily and a golden pocket. Let's do some volume here real quick. Elon volume. Okay, that's still important. Okay, that's still important. That's still important. Okay. Cool, guys. basically what I do is I find all the areas where there's confluence and I make levels, just one line levels. That way I don't have all these fibs and all these different colors. It's very clean. I have these areas of confluence. I just remind myself what they are here. And so for Bitcoin, I'm sorry, for Ethereum, we already pulled out our fib from the high to the low. Let's pull a fib. You know, it's harder with Ethereum, guys. We don't have as many good places to fib pull from. Yeah, I mean, we don't really, you know. You know, the only thing maybe I could say is if we pulled one from here to here, and we put on some of our targets, just to see if we have any confluence there. Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah. So you know, from this little thing here, the target, if this is just a retracement, you know, this daily / golden pocket up here matches perfectly with this 1.618 fib extension. Man, green dot no longer printing on the 24-minute. Okay, so as far as longs go, you know, I guess we could have, you know, we just missed this important level down here for Ethereum the other day. You know, potentially look for a long from down there. I don't know. Let me think. Obviously, there's the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy that you can use in confluence with these levels if the uptrend is going to continue from here. You know, really, we want to come, you know, this area right here, 2869, is a good area to long. Let's assume that we do come down from here, guys. Let's assume that we get a retracement from here. We're going to be wanting to pull our fib from the swing low to the swing high. So if we do get a retracement from here, you know, some of the fib levels to look out for would be obviously, yeah, this 236 level. This would be an area to look for a long if we get the bullish divergences as we come to here. I was hoping we'd get that yesterday. We did not. This general zone would be good to look. Obviously, the 618, this right down here, this zone is a good place to look for longs. I feel like in order for me to get a good long setup, I need to just kind of watch price action to see how it develops, because, you know, right now there's just so many things that we can't really know. Like, are we going to dump or pump from here? I don't know. If we officially start to dump from here and we put in a lower high, then we can pull our fib from the lows to the highs to get some targets. Like, you know, we could pull our fib from here to here to get some nice confluence, where then obviously we'd be looking at areas that have fib confluence. So yeah, so like coming down to this 382 / golden pocket right there, or coming down to this golden pocket / I don't know why else, this is some other fib level. Yeah, I need to watch price action develop for Ethereum to come up with a long. But locally, let's just do some local stuff for Ethereum. If we pull a fixed range from, you know, basically as soon as we come up above that level, we can see that we've got a nice little value area right here with a value area low. You know, I don't even. This doesn't even look too tradable to me, to be honest, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. I would have to just wait and see. The past 2 days, it's been very up and down. Obviously, we've got a point of control right here, which we did just bounce off of. You know, the only thing I would say is this, right? If we come down to this area right here, which we know is a fib level and a daily level, and we just take out this low right here with the bullish divergences, then I would take a long back up first target to the point of control. That would be my first take profit, and then I would just stay in the trade up to this golden pocket here. So that's kind of where I'm looking at right now. And so yeah, that's kind of it for Ethereum. Just those two shorts, guys, really, because as far as longs go, I need to watch the development of price action. But the principle is the same. Mark your levels and draw the divergences, and I'll keep you all updated as time goes on. As time goes on. All right? Let me pop into the chat here. Wow, we still have 114 people watching. That's amazing. That is pretty amazing. I can't believe that many people actually care about what I have to say. All right, let's see. Okay, so we got, okay, so Dominique the Graph has COVID. Oh, I'm sorry, Dominique. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. It'll suck, but you'll be all right. How do you import the charts? Yeah, you access the chart and save it as a separate layout. I'll make it shareable. Okay, so people are shorting. Dominique has COVID. I'm sorry, Dominique. You'll be all right. Most people are. Sloth Poop is thinking of shorting from the 0.5 global. That's not a bad idea. 45,300. Okay, people are shorting. People are doing stuff. Why not taking a short live? I did right before we got in here, man. And I think I did take another one in the stream. But yeah, I don't show my Bybit screen, guys. I don't do that. Okay, people are talking. Did I make a mistake? Per Zetterberg, TP1 should be 46.9. Okay, what trade are you guys talking about? I don't know. On the weekly chart, doesn't the market cipher look similar to the July 5th, 2018 one? Let's check it out. Hang on. It might be, you know. I would not be surprised if we reject hard off of one of these areas and we can short it all the way down. But let's check out the chart from like Binance. What the heck? Binance doesn't have the weekly back to there? No, this can't be right. Wait, what? I'm so confused right now. Binance doesn't have that? All right, we'll go to Bitstamp. Let's check it out. We had, you know, the massive bull market, and then we had this guy right here, and then we dumped more. Yep, you know, it absolutely could be that, and that would not surprise me at all. You know, we've been waiting for our relief rally. You know what's interesting about this time though is we did get a little pump, a little, you know, coming back up to like 11,000 before we even printed the green dot. Here, we didn't really get much of a pump until that green dot started. But regardless, you know, we can see that another interesting thing is money flow is thickening up here. Money flow is thickening up on the weekly, and it was not, as we're printing these green dots, it was still getting lower. So, you know, we can only use Market Cipher as a gauge of what is possible to help give us ideas when we're looking at it on this high of a time frame. But in general, we need to make sure that we are using it in a way that helps us mark levels on a chart and come up with a plan, right? We're coming up with a plan here. Let me get back to good old Bybit, our trusty Bybit, which is going to go away soon. Yeah, it's possible, Shout out to Jordan Fernandez. Thanks for being here. ETH, yep. Checking out ETH. What leverage do I use? Fires. Leverage is relevant, guys. It just has to do with your risk management. If you're risking an appropriate amount, then leverage is totally irrelevant. It just will help you leverage a smaller amount of your capital, right? So for more information on that, check out the risk management sections on the course. So George is waiting for a retest on that weekly. What do I think about the retest of the weekly at 45.2? I think it's possible that we could get that for sure. It's totally possible. Before we started this stream, I shorted in here the weekly live stream channel. Where is that even? Yeah, I was short here, and my next take profit was going to be the weekly. Never hit it. We never hit it. So, yeah, I was waiting for that too. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's still possible. I mean, right now we're just putting in a lower high. We're about to top out here. We're about to print a red dot in Market Cipher B. Honestly, guys, if I didn't know any better, I'd say, it's a good time to start looking for shorts. But, when I thought we had some good confirmation, we did not. We had the bullish div. Now we're putting in the lower high. I mean, we see momentum coming back up a little bit. It's tough, guys. It is tough. We got the green dot in the 24-minute. What would be really nice is just the red dot in the 24-minute. If we got one last pump up to that 786 level. If we got one last pump up to the 786 level and then did this, I would totally short. But yeah, if we do dump from here, be looking for the retest of the weekly for sure. And all those other levels, that are mentioned. Do limit orders to take money from the trade? I use limit orders. Yes, always use limit orders. They're best. Shaman 8's a good trader. Good clean living on the farm. Yep. Okay. Memory Man, one of his friends has COVID-19. Sorry to hear that, bro. Hope he's not too sick. Okay, so stop losses. How do we deal with stop losses? The way I deal with stop losses is, you always put it above the last swing highs, right? So, of course, I take profit, right, early. So let's say we shorted right here. If you think this is actually going to be a significant move, you put the stop loss right above here. Which would then, if your entry's here and your stop loss is right here, this will now determine your position size and your leverage. So if you have a 0.8% stop loss, that means you can put, 1.2% of your capital, 120% of your capital on the trade and only risk 1%, right? Now we're getting the red dot on the hourly, guys. This is just crazy. I really hope we get one last pump. It really does look like we're going to come down from here, right? Yeah, so the stop loss determines your position size, and you always want to make sure it's above the last swing high. it does take a little time to understand where you should put your stop loss, but you will get it. Check out the risk management section of the course. Yeah, Radu, you're correct. I look at the levels of significance, and I don't actually have a real stop loss in place for these trades, guys, until we see the actual price action. Yeah, the 1 hour is bearish, Tim. You're correct. Do I think there will be a reaction at the 50% level at 46.6? Yes, I do, Elijah Johnson, or Ellie Johnson. I do. I'm waiting for that level. Yep, I'm going to post the trades in the Discord, Urban. I'm going to post them in here after I'm done with the stream. Yes, money flow, River Priest is very significant. In fact, if we see the bearish divs, but the money flow is coming up, then they usually do not play out as much. However, we can still see that they do play out to some degree, right? We can see that, like here, as money flow is coming up, we print the bearish div, we get a drop, right? Right here, money flow getting super thick, print the bearish div, we get a drop. Even right here, right? Bearish div, we get the drop. Right here, bearish div, I'm expecting a drop, guys. I just wish we could get one last pump, because on the lower time frames, man, money flow is coming down, guys. We did get the bearish divs. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because, like, what am I going to flop and grope around here? Let's say we're going to short right here, guys. To risk 1%, we'd have a 1% stop loss if we were to short right here. We have bearish divs even on the 3-minute now. Momentum coming down. And this is the kind of trade where, it's low risk too. Like if we were to short this right here, we would only be risking 1%. Yeah, I'll short it. I'll short it. I really want that last pump. We're going to put a limit order in. Let's just see if it gets hit. If it gets hit. And if it doesn't get hit and if we pump, then we pump. I mean, if it gets hit and we pump, then we pump. I'll short higher. Wow, now we're pumping. Now we're pumping. It's crazy. I guess we're pumping because I put in a short. That's how it works. All right. Let me come back to the chat here. What's up, Memory Man? Ashby says, when I say chickens are drinking water, what time frame am I looking at? Any time frame, you do want to see it on the 1 minute. Absolutely, you do want to see it on the 1 minute. You want to see it on all time frames. You want to see a very, very quick either dump or pump, depending on whether you're longing or shorting. You want to see a very, very quick dump or pump. And yeah, that's what you want to see. Any time frame for wicks, Ashby, you want to see the 1 minute doing a very strong a very strong rejection or bounce off the 1 minute, and then you want to see, like on the 12 minute, a very clear wick. Other people are looking for 47. Yeah, 47K. That is definitely a level I'm looking at, right? 47K. What I really want to happen here, guys, is I want to get one last pump up right into the 46.6 to 47K region, and then take a nice short from there. That's really what I want here, guys, and I'm hoping that we get that. I'm really hoping we get that. Like if we do this, we come up to 46.6 or even 47K, right at that 786 level, drop down, come up, print the bearish div on the 24-minute as the higher time frames, the 1 hour, the 2 hour are topping out. That would be pristine. That would be pristine. In fact, let me just post that one in the Discord now for people who are not in the yeah, I'll do this after actually. Yeah, Radu talks about the golden ratio as part of our DNA. Yeah, the golden ratio, the golden Fibonacci ratio shows up everywhere in nature. Everywhere. Shout out to NR, thanks for being here. Okay, let's see what's going on. At what point will I consider that we're back in a bull market if we put in a higher high above 65K? What alarms do I have set at night that wake me up? Just a normal cell phone alert. I sleep with headphones in, and it wakes me up. It absolutely wakes me up. Will there be a dedicated Bible stream? I don't know. I don't know. My stop loss and take profit on a scalp. So usually my stop loss is definitely I will never risk more than 1%. A lot of times on a scalp I will only enter with half the contracts and get only risking 0.5%. So a lot of times I enter a scalp with no stop loss if I'm in front of the computer, and we'll just mark it out if I have to. And also the take profits for a scalp is I really just look to previous areas of support and resistance and say, yeah, if we get there, I'll have a limit order there. That's all I do. Check out. Yeah, I have sessions on that in the course on scalping with Market Cipher. Check it out. Shout out to Cody Ray. Shout out to Alice. What's happening to Bybit? Well, yeah. I mean, just for those of us in the U.S., the regulation is coming. That's it. That's it. Jordan B. Peterson released an episode about Bitcoin. Is that the philosopher guy? That guy? Yeah, Radu, never trade on an exact level. It's always a region, right? Levels of support and resistance are always regions. It sucks if you have alarms set. I like to wait personally until we touch a level. That's what I like to do. I like to touch a level. But yeah, let's. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna cut this stream. I'm gonna post these trade setups in the Discord. I'm gonna post my levels in the Discord. Yeah, I agree, Radu. I feel that short coming too, man. That's why I'm in a short right now, and it's probably in the red. Yep, it's in the red. It's not too bad. But, yeah, I'm hoping that we get a pump. Oh, now it's in the green. I am hoping that we get a pump, guys. One last pump right into this area. Yeah, this short is so funny. It keeps going back from red to green, red to green. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this stream, and then I will post those levels in the Discord, and yeah, I'll be around. I'll be around, y'all. Peace.